Is she going to pull the trigger right now on the thing that nobody really talks about ever since John Cena and Nikki Bella have both been on WWE programming consistently lately? And I might be the only one invested in that. We talked a few months ago when Nikki Bella returned to Raw in Phoenix and John Cena was going to be there. I'm like, what if a heel John Cena cuts a promo on Nikki Bella? Like,
Yeah.
I would have probably been the only one with his mind blown. Because everybody in the comments were just like, nobody wants to see that, dude. You're an idiot. But tonight, I'm like, is Becky Lynch going to pull the trigger? And when she said, but wait a minute, weren't you the most power couple with, oh my God, you know, like, I'm like, oh, okay, they're going to go there. And the crowd reacted to that
Oh my
as
God.
if it was the biggest burn in WWE history.
Dude, Brooklyn, the thing is, they did it in the right city. Like, Brooklyn, like, you know, you walk, I've never been to Brooklyn, but I have a lot of friends and relatives that live in the Brooklyn area. And it's just their mentality. If you've got a good burn, like, it's like the world ended. And to have whatever it was, 15, 17,000 people in Barclays for that. And for Becky to drop one of the coldest lines, I think that was actually the coldest line Becky's ever dropped in any promo. Easy. It was low-hanging fruit, too. Like,
they definitely talked about it before.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh,
There
yeah.
was no moment where, like, earlier in the year with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton where, like, they obviously didn't talk about it. And then we found out on WWE Unreal that they did not talk about it beforehand, and Triple H made them apologize, or made Tiffany apologize to Charlotte.
Yeah.
This was a moment where immediately I'm like, oh, Nikki's reacting to this well. She's, like, throwing her hands up in the air. She's like, yeah, that was a real burn right there. You know, like, they talked about it, which was good. Two veterans, right?
Oh, so good. But I guess we're going to get that match at Clash in Paris.
And that's the thing, too. Clash in Paris, like, it's an international PLE. You know that crowd is going to be bonkers. Like, here's what I'm assuming we're getting right off the bat. Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know what else is going to kind of fill that card as of right now. Seth Rollins, it looks like, has a few challengers on his hands.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to play that out necessarily. I think the Punk-Rollins feud is probably going to run through the rest of the 2025 calendar year before they get to Roman and Seth. So it'll be interesting to see how they play that out. But those are the two confirmed matches in my mind: Cena, Lesnar, Nikki, and Becky.
See, I think Cena Lesnar carries to Perth. Perth is a massive event. Perth is a massive event. Like,
so who's Cena facing in Paris then?
Is he actually booked for Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
He's booked for the next 4 weeks leading up to Paris.
Then it's just going to be, well, it might be him and Lesnar and then maybe a rematch in Perth, but like, I feel Brock and Cena is more valuable in Perth. Like, that's a 67,000 person stadium that they're going to be in.
Again, it's also a match, and I know it's been over 10 years since they've gone one-on-one, which is crazy to think about. But like the second he F5 John Cena, I'm like, oh, I'm 16 again, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it's a 23-year feud.
It really, I mean, it's not quite Cena Orton. It's not quite Cena Punk, but it is like a legendary WWE feud for us growing up. But at the same time, it's like you could do that match in Paris. The crowd will be great for it.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe this carries on, and this could carry all the way to WarGames. I mean, could you imagine a John Cena-led team with like Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso to take on Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and like Drew McIntyre? Like, that's an all-star WarGames match.
It's an all-star WarGames match. I don't think we're going that far with it, and I've just made a mistake in what I was saying. They're actually not in a stadium in Perth. I believe they're in just a regular arena. They're not doing Optus Stadium again. So
they're going all the way to Perth to be in an arena. That's interesting.
I believe they're just in a larger arena. I don't believe they're in Optus again for that event. I could be wrong, but from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it's a stadium. But no, we never know. But Paris is going to be crazy. Yeah, they're in RAC Arena for Perth. So it's only going to be 20,000. So that's a weird situation on that part. So Perth isn't actually going to be as big as we thought it was. But overall, Paris is going to be, Clash in Paris. It's the first time they've gone outside the UK for Clash. Yeah, I can see that Paris crowd getting a special night. So overall, dude, I think we've covered most of the key points of Monday Night Raw. But what is your ranking? Because I came in pretty negative on my feeling on Monday Night Raw. What's your ranking overall of the entire show?
The Becky Nikki promo was awesome.
Yep.
I thought the ending is exactly what it needed to be. Seth Rollins needed to be on top, and we needed to see how dark of a cloud that this Seth Rollins Empire group and stable is, with Rollins, Heyman, Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is collecting Jordans left and right these past 2 weeks. That's probably going to be a thing. He's probably going to have a kick-ass collection of Roman Reigns' shoes.
The Shulafalas.
Like you had to, the Shulafalas.
Did you not know that was a thing?
No, that's the first time I've heard that. That's a
dude. Dead ass. Like that started trending when he stole the first pair, all through the week, and they used it on Monday Night Raw. Paul Heyman used it in the promo, saying the collector of the Shulafalas, and I'm like, no way.
Well, they're gonna sell a lot of t-shirts. They are gonna sell a lot. By the way, I couldn't find Jacob Fatu's t-shirt that you were looking for on Saturday, so my apologies. You will not be getting a t-shirt sent to you in Toronto. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna assume you're gonna go lower than that. 7.5, I feel like, is reasonable. That show was a good show following SummerSlam. It's not the Raw after WrestleMania, but like it is a Raw where it's like new storylines are being introduced. And I thought it ended the way that it needed to end, and we got all the big names. They saw CM Punk, they saw Roman Reigns, they saw LA Knight. A lot of fans love LA Knight. They saw a world title match, and they saw a lot of great promos. So I give it a 7.5.
Overall, like on paper, I think the show was really good, but I think the execution of the show was just a little lacking in my mind. Like you said, that Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss segment, even though I love Charlotte and Alexa together, I think this is the best version of Charlotte we have ever gotten. I think just Charlotte relaxing and enjoying herself is great to see. Don't even care what the stuff was said on Unreal. I just like this version of Charlotte, and then obviously me being a complete mark for Alexa Bliss is great. But the execution was just so poor. This episode felt very Judgment Day led, which we've not seen in like a year. And then the build at the start of the show compared to the execution of the end of the show, for me, I just couldn't get through it. I personally, if I wasn't on stream, I probably would have turned it off and done something else. I'm going with a flat 6 out of 10. Like that's probably the lowest ranked I've ever done a Monday Night Raw since we started doing this. It
doesn't beat my Saturday Night's Main Event 4, but
no, that's true.
Low.
Yeah, so I'm going 6 out of 10 on that. But guys, in the comments, let us know what you thought of the show. Guys, appreciate you guys being on the stream. Jack and I are back together. I think we can say we are going to be creating a hell of a lot of content this week because we got a lot to talk about. But guys, like always, be good people.